Fire up the grill and get cooking. It's Memorial Day, and Albertsons is stocked and ready with cookout favorites at great low prices. It's the perfect time to gather and celebrate with friends and family. Get baby back or St. Louis-style pork ribs, $169 a pound, limit 2. Or boneless, skinless chicken breast, $169 a pound. Sweet California cherries, $2.99 a pound. And Coke, Dr. Pepper, or Pepsi 12-pack cans, 4 for $10, limit 4 total. Fresher meats, sweeter produce, better gatherings. Albertsons, it's just better.
Blog Talk Radio. You are now tuning into the Beauty Zone. You are now listening to the Beauti Haiku Show, and I am your host, Beauti Haiku. This is the ambassador of beauty on the radio, and we take over every Monday night. It is a makeup and beauty takeover where we take over radio, ladies. We take over the air. That's right. We talk about loose setting powders, setting sprays, makeup, beauty, cosmetics, and we enjoy every minute of it. I'm glad to see you guys tune in tonight. Now, we got a special guest coming on the show, and we're going to bring her on here soon, and she's going to co-host the show with us. Let's see if we can tap her in, shall we? Oh, Ms.Teresa, are you there? Oh, Ms.Teresa,
Hello?
are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Ms.Teresa. This is your host, Beauti Haiku. You are now live on our show where we party and talk makeup.
Yay, one of my favorite subjects.
I am so glad you made it to our party tonight. Now, all of the world is listening right now, and we have most of our guests here, so What we're going to do, if you don't mind, is we're going to do what we always do on the show is we're going to start a little bit of a party first and start playing a little of our music that we usually play. And then I'm going to bring you right back on, and then we're going to talk. We're going to talk about makeup. Is that cool?
That sounds good to me.
Okay, so get ready, y'all, because it's gonna hear some music right now because we're going to start our party off right.
Woohoo!
It is a beauty party on the Beauti Haiku Show. All the divas, all the makeup lovers, you know what time it is. Let's party! We party every night on the Beauti Haiku Show. All right, ladies, come on, let's shake it. Let's party. Woo! We play. Ow! All right. Now it's time to bring our guest back on. Ms. Royal is coming back on the show live. Ms. Royal, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. We had to do a little bit of a party. Of course, you know, it has to be a party on the Beauti Haiku Show.
Definitely.
All right. Now, you're on the show, which we're very happy about that. We're so excited to have you on the show. Yay!
I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me as your guest tonight.
Not a problem at all. Now, so what we want to do is we want to know what inspires you every day with makeup.
Oh, that's a good question. I just think that when we put on our makeup and we take care of our skin, I think it just boosts our confidence. I know I feel a lot more confident when I take the time to put my makeup on before I go out in public shopping or whatever I may be doing. I just have a little more confidence, pep in my step, if you will, versus going out with no makeup on. So I just think that it's makeup is something that gives women confidence. And makeup's not about making you beautiful. It's about enhancing the beauty that's already there.
Absolutely. That is exactly my whole point that I've been trying to put across to the people out there that like to comment on us makeup wearers, on us makeup lovers, us makeup addicts. For us in the makeup and beauty community, the beauty nation, we love makeup for all kind of reasons. For some of us, it's an outlet. For some of us, it's just a hobby. For some of us, it's actually a career that takes care of our family. And for those people out there that make those comments, as I actually went on my beauty rant the other episode about the things that they say about why we're wearing makeup, the assumptions they make, that was a problem for us, and it was a problem to me. It upset me a little bit. It ruffled my little perky feathers. I was like, this is not cool. We wear makeup because we like it, not because we're hiding behind it. So absolutely dead on.
Yes, and I think that when you mentioned about women who are in the business of selling the makeup, I just want to tell you, some of the differences it has made in my life since I started selling the Unique. Yes, it's about the makeup and it's the skincare, but more importantly than that, I have met so many women in just the 3 months that I have been selling makeup with Unique. I have met so many wonderful, good women, and that have, the passion and the love for the makeup like I do. And, each time that I go live to demonstrate the makeup and let them see the different skincare and stuff like that, I have just been able to meet so many wonderful women, and I'm just so grateful to Unique for that, because I would not have met these women if it was not for the fact that I started selling Unique. So it's not just about, it's about mothers that want to stay home with their children and want to just bring in some extra income for their family. It's about that. It's about giving confidence to other women, because I have always been this type of person that when I see another woman and she's beautiful, I tell her. I don't have a problem telling another woman that I think she's beautiful. If it's her eyes, if it's her lipstick, if it's her hair or what she might be wearing. And when we lift each other up like that, we're lifting ourselves up too.
Exactly. That is exactly the point. That is what this show is about. The Beauti Haiku Show is about makeup, cosmetics, health, and about empowerment. It's about making sure that women out there and people in general as well, because women aren't the only ones that wear makeup. There are some divas out there. There are some pretty boys out there, per se, some princes and princesses, and they are just as beautiful as we are when we wear our makeup. And they need to also, get the aspiration and empowerment from makeup as well. Makeup changes your life. It can change your life. If you're having problems in life that are out of your control, you can start by just deciding the next day that you're going to apply some type of makeup. It could just be chapstick. That doesn't matter how far you go. If you're just starting out, that is still affecting change in your life. And Miss Royale, you have been very, very deep in makeup, because you've been wearing makeup for how long?
I started wearing makeup when I was 13. My mom, I used to watch her when she used to put her eyebrows on. She didn't wear that much. She was just a naturally beautiful woman with a beautiful olive complexion. And she would just enhance that beauty that was already there. But I would watch her, and I knew that I wanted to wear makeup. So when I turned 13, I asked her, can I start wearing makeup? And she said, if you can buy it, you can wear it. So I went through my neighborhood, and I got all the babysitting jobs and all the grass cutting jobs that I could get so that I could make money to put my makeup on. And I remember the first time I went to buy it, and I was standing there and I was saying, I don't know what color foundation I'm supposed to be wearing, or I don't know if blue eyeshadow looks good with blue eyes. I just had all these questions in my head. So I spent that whole summer that I was babysitting and cutting grass learning how to put on makeup. And one of my idols back then was Cheryl Tiggs. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. She was a famous model back in the 70s and 80s. And
yep. Mm-hmm.
I used to, you remember her? And so I just read a lot of magazines because, of course, we didn't have the Internet back when I was 13. So I had to buy, Cosmetology? What was that catalog we used to get?
Oh, Cosmopolitan.
Yeah, that one, yes. I used to get that one, and I would learn. So when it came time to go back to school, I thought I pretty much had it perfected. But then as I got in a little older, like when I turned 15, my mom asked me did I want to go to modeling school, that there was a modeling school not too far from where we lived, and I jumped on it right then. And I learned how to do my makeup. I learned how to walk and sit and, different things like that. Which has done me justice and done me well as an adult, learning how to do makeup. And now that I'm actually selling it, it's come in so handy having that knowledge. So basically, the answer to your question, I've been putting on makeup since I was 13.
Yeah, see, you're actually well versed in the community when it comes to makeup. Me myself, I've been putting on makeup almost about the same time I started, when I was about 15, 16, and I never looked back. It was an outlet for me. It still is an outlet for me. It wasn't quite my first love, but it was a runner-up, I tell you that. And I've always been close to it. It's been close to me, and I won't part with it. It's a part of my makeup of who I am. And as life changes, I became a mom and all that great stuff. I still keep makeup around, and I just have to adapt and, entwine the two. But, the world needs to get it through their minds that makeup is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And the nation is not going to be silent. We are going to not hide in the shadows. We're going to have an actual show now that talks about, makeup, cosmetics, setting powders, summer setting powders, things that you were asking all those questions when you were little. We're going to talk about it on the Beauti Haiku Show. So if the Beauty Nation is out there listening, makeup lovers, makeup addicts, follow the show, comment on this show with Mrs. Royal here, ask her questions on it. She can answer it after the show is over. She can go back to this show and she can write in answers. I can answer it for you as well if you have questions for me, the host, Beauti Haiku. And yeah, makeup's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And you actually put up something very important that I wanted you to go in about. Is you said that makeup empowers women and gives them confidence, but you have a special story though.
Are you referring to the Haven Retreat or?
Right. About how makeup can be an outlet when you've actually had some hardships in life.
Yes, that's one of the other reasons why I love Unique Cosmetics and skincare, because sometimes we forget to put that skincare out there because we got to take care of our skin. You get one face, you need to take care of it. And so the makeup doesn't just stop with the cosmetics. You got to take care of your skin too. But one of the reasons, there's a couple of reasons why I love Unique. One is because their makeup is made with natural ingredients, oils and different things like that. Also pigments, minerals and things like that. So that's one of the reasons. But one of the reasons why it's so dear to me is because they have the Unique Foundation, which is called Haven's Retreat. Their mission is to inspire hope in women and adolescents who have been sexually abused as children by providing healing services through retreats and a survivors community and online resources. They make it safe to openly discuss sexual abuse through community dialogue and social awareness. And this means so much to me because I was sexually abused when I was 5 years old by my dad's best friend, and again when I was 7 years old by the 17-year-old next-door neighbor, and once again by my 18-year-old cousin when I was to be sexually abused once is a tragedy. 3 times, what's going on here. But I'm a survivor. I've always been a strong, independent, confident woman, even when I was, I would say starting about the age of 13. But this is so dear to me because I have experienced it. I have dealt with it firsthand. I know the thoughts that go through a woman's mind when something happens to her like that as a child. For a long time I thought it was my fault. For a long time I searched to try to find out what did I do wrong to cause it. And then that turned into anger as an adolescent. But I just have to say I am so grateful that I am who I am today and that I have empowered myself. I've been empowered by other good women that have lifted me up and have been a support to me. And the fact that Unique has this foundation to support other women who have been sexually abused as a child or an adolescent is wonderful to me. And that's one reason I will forever love Unique Foundation. And I wanted to say, if they wanted to go and read more about it, you can go to the Unique Foundation. Just Google Unique Foundation, and it's called Haven's Retreat. And there's a list of things there that tells you how you can help. You can either donate to the foundation, volunteer your time, or share your story. So, yes, that's one of the other reasons that I love it, because Unique empowers women. They believe in validating women and believe in giving the women the tools they need to be successful in the business.
Awesome. That is awesome. You survived that 3 times. That is what is the core about it. I mean, there's so many women, so many people out there that are trying makeup for the first time, and the Unique brand, for them to go ahead and say that they're going to back something like that they're going to actually make a haven is really, really awesome. And I got to say here that Unique gets a major thumbs up for me. I mean, sky high, Beauti Haiku approved brand to put in your makeup bag for their ethics. they are doing more than just, doing commercials and a few things. There's not every makeup brand is actually working on something like that, and for Unique to go and do that, I know that, people have their things, their opinions, and their hang-ups on makeup and all that stuff. But when it comes down to where you're going to put your money, where you're going to support certain businesses and companies, this is a company you want to put on your list now. If you need more information, I'll put it in the notes, but she just said to Google it, and you can find it, the Haven Retreat. But that is a company you want to back. If you're trying to make sure your money goes to places that you want to support, that's where you start on your list of when you're buying makeup and you're trying out makeup. Unique needs to be on the list now, needs to be taken notice and taken seriously. And makeup does that in people's lives. When we've been hurt or we've been, broken, or we've been down, or we're dealing with things in life, makeup can do wonders. It can make makeup magic. And Miss Royal, she's got a makeup Facebook group called Makeup Magic. Is that right, Mrs. Royal?
Yes, it's called Makeup Magic Club. And right now we have 868 members. I hope to grow that number by leaps and bounds. So if any of your listeners out there want to become part of a makeup group that's not just about the makeup, but about empowering one another, lifting each other up, validating one another. If you're the kind of woman that tries to think positive about everything, and also not just thinking positive, but like I said before, if you're not afraid to tell another woman she's beautiful, or that her eyes are beautiful, or her hair, whatever you see in another woman, if you could just tell her that, you would not believe the difference that will make in your personality and your attitude. And I know sometimes if I get a little down in the dumps, I don't feel good, if I go put my makeup on, I get a completely transformation in my personality and my attitude. You just got to put it on. And it's, I heard someone say makeup ain't all that. I don't know what the big deal is. Well, if you're a natural beauty, or you love, being natural, not putting on your makeup, and it's just taking care of your skin, if that's what makes you happy, then do it. Because we spend so much time as women, sometimes, not all of us, but sometimes I hear other women putting down another woman, talking about her, gossiping or whatever. But if we could just stop doing that and start lifting each other up by validating one another, and I'm not talking about just going out there throwing compliments out in the wind. No, I want you to genuinely mean what you're saying. But I guess if I had to say, in my social media, I probably tell about 20 to 25 women a day, your eyes are pretty, you look beautiful. Because when I do that, and I genuinely mean it, it lifts my spirits up. It makes me happy. So, that's just kind of what I say to my girls that are in my group before I go off my live every day. I repeat myself, and I told them, if you're going to watch me live before I end this program today, you're going to hear me say this to you every single time.
Exactly. That's what we do here on the Beauti Haiku Show. Our followers, listeners, the world live, we go live and we make sure that we let the world know that makeup is something that is inspirational. It has its abilities to change your life, and most importantly, that it's empowerment to love, yourself, embrace your own beauty, natural beauty and natural makeup. That's lip gloss, chapstick. So you're still wearing makeup if you put on lip gloss. You're still wearing makeup if you put on chapstick. And that's what I mean by it's totally versatile. It can go either way. You can just only put on mascara for your whole day and you still feel better. I mean, it literally changes your life. Makeup can change the direction your life is going in. Period. It can do wonders. And It's just amazing. And if people would try it one day. If all the naysayers and all the people that have their hang-ups about makeup, put on some lip gloss and see how your self-esteem goes and the rest of your day goes. You may feel just a little bit better, and I know you will actually, but you may feel a little bit better once you try that lip gloss within your favorite shade or your favorite color. You'll feel just a little bit more awesome for the rest of the day. It won't suck so much your day at work or wherever you are where you didn't want to go or you didn't want to get up this morning because you're kind of feeling like, why am I even giving the day another shot? Why am I even going to attempt to make it through another hour? Makeup can be that effect of change. It can start the chain reaction. If you want something to change in your life and you want the ability to start to change it, it can be just as simple as lip gloss, putting on mascara, or putting on chapstick, like Miss Royal says, just trying to take care of your skin, putting on a little bit of a lip treatment. That can start the ripple of change. You can grow and you can build yourself up just from that small ripple. And before you know it, no, you may not become a makeup guru. No, you may not be the type of person that starts to be like a junkie and go buy up the whole makeup aisle. That may not be what happens, but what put on the lip gloss and you do put on the chapstick, and all of a sudden you did feel better, and the next day you go from chapstick to mascara, from mascara to just a little bit of lipstick and mascara. And your confidence starts to rise, and you get a promotion at work. Because, yes, in certain countries, makeup impacts your earning capacity. That's right. We're going to talk about that on another episode. But right now, realize that it's okay to change something as small as that to make it go in the direction of the huge change you want for your life. It can be achieved with that small bit of action. That's why I love makeup. Because no matter how I'm feeling, I can feel like I don't want to open my eyelids. If I just take a little bit of lip gloss, it becomes a little bit of loose powder, it becomes a little bit of concealer, and then after it's all done and I've set my makeup and I've done my makeup, I feel better. I want to actually go around. I don't feel so tired anymore. I'm actually happy. I feel awesome. And that is why I love makeup. That is why makeup is awesome, and that is why the nation isn't going anywhere. Right, Ms. Royal?
That's right. And when you were talking, I was thinking about, we call ourselves in Unique Y Sisters. If you're a presenter for Unique, we are called Y Sisters. And I have listened to some of the other Y Sisters stories, and they talked about how putting makeup on changed their life because they said before that they never put on makeup. They never used to put on makeup, and then they come into the business and discover the makeup in a different way than maybe when they were kids. They, young teenagers or whatever, they wore makeup then, and maybe as an adult you become a mother, you're working a job, going to school, and sometimes those things just take over our lives and we forget to take care of ourselves. And we take care of everybody else, the children, the husbands. And if you're like me, I'm a nurturer. I love to nurture anything, anybody, people, children, animals. I'm just a nurturer. And, I guess the point I'm trying to make is when I listen to these other Y Sisters talk about how makeup has changed their life or being in the Unique business itself has changed their lives and how they never used to wear makeup and now they won't go a day without it, then it shows you the power that makeup does have whenever you start putting it on. It's a powerful thing. And I was thinking also back whenever I used to work outside the home, and I would go to work and I would not be feeling too good. Whatever the case may be, whatever's going on in my life at that time. And another woman would come up to me and say, "Wow, Teresa, you look really pretty today. Your makeup looks pretty." Instantly, the bad mood that I was in instantly changes because that person, that woman, just took the time to lift her sister up. And so, yes, it does make a difference in all these, not just putting the makeup on and looking in the mirror and saying, "Whoa, I look good today," you know. Well, that's okay. Tell yourself you look good today. You know, boost yourself up. There's nothing wrong. A lot of women think if they compliment themselves or they feel good about themselves, it's like being selfish or being arrogant. But no, lift yourself up, because whenever you put confidence in yourself, you're going to be able to put that confidence in another woman, and you never know. When you tell that woman she looks beautiful today, she may need to hear that. That may be the one thing she was needing to hear to lift her spirits up. So, yeah, makeup can just touch our lives in so many different ways.
You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I 100% agree. And on our show, when we're live, we do open up the opportunity to give away a Beauti Swagg Bag. That's right. We let one of our lucky live callers call in to the show before it ends. And if you're that lucky live caller and I pick it up, you win a Beauti Swagg Bag full of makeup. And oh, honey, there's some good. We got a little bit of MAC, and we got a little bit of Sephora, and we got a little bit of Wet n Wild, and we got a little bit of Maybelline. So, if you want that Beauti Swagg Bag, I suggest you call into the show on the guest line at 646-564-9844, and I will choose a lucky live caller. Now, if the show ends, I will go ahead and offer that Beauti Swagg Bag to any one of Teresa Royal's friends. To get that bag, if you're one of her friends, all you have to do is follow this show, comment on this show, and I will pick a random friend of hers, and that bag will become yours if we don't get a live caller by the end of the show. That's what I do for our guests. We love on the friends.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
Ms.Teresa?
I give away lip gloss all the time. I think since I started 3 months ago, I must have given away about 15 different lip glosses. We play games in my group all the time, and I'm forever giving away a lip gloss. So I love it when we give away makeup like that.
Oh, yes. So if you guys are listening, Ms. Teresa might be willing to give away something today.
A lip gloss, if you give away a bag, I'll throw in a lip gloss. Your choice of color.
Well, did y'all hear that? Okay, now that is what I call an ideal bag. There is nothing more enticing and makes me happy than a beauty bag full of makeup. I tell you, Miss Royal, I get excited when they offer bags, beauty bags. When shows offer us goodies like lip gloss, or they offer us goodies like, you get a complimentary smackers for your lips, or even like a chapstick. If it's just some makeup that I can try out, well, I'm already your friend.
I remember when I was little girl, and those, what do you call it, smackers? They come in is it the ones that come in the tin cans?
Right.
Well, and when I was a young girl, those were very popular. Those lip glosses were very popular, and so were the ones that came in the glass tubes with the little round ball on it. And those came in so many different flavors, everything from cherry, strawberry to chocolate, peppermint, spearmint, you name it. And me and my girlfriend tried to have a contest with each other to see who could collect the most flavors. And I won, and oh, she was so upset. But I had just about every one of those lip glosses. And I think, if I can remember correct, peppermint and strawberry were my two favorites. So this has been in my life, even whenever I was young. I think I might have been about 11 or 12 years old whenever we had this little lip gloss contest. So makeup, and like I said, I watched my mother put her makeup on. And my aunt, she wasn't much of a makeup person, but she loved skincare. And she had just about every type of skincare that you could find on her dresser. So it's just been something that's been infused into me since I was young. And most mothers would not allow their girls to wear makeup at 13. But because, I applied it and I didn't have too much of it on, didn't have the wrong colors and stuff like that, my mom was okay with me doing it. And I thank my mother for allowing me to put makeup on at 13 years old. And there's, I've seen other people when I see their makeup and I think, I don't know if the blue eyeshadow goes with blue eyes, or, I would just question different things like that. And I just found that reading about it, and now since I do the lives, I've been watching some YouTube videos on the do's and don'ts and the tips and tricks and things like that, and I have learned so much in 3 months that I did not know about skincare and taking care of your skin and how to apply your makeup, the do's and don'ts and the little tips and tricks that you can get out there. So
Well, Ms. Teresa, it has been a real pleasure having you on the Beauti Haiku Show. We have truly enjoyed you as a guest here in the Beauty Zone. And the show is going to wrap up with that. And you are more than welcome to come back on the show anytime.
short poem. Do you mind if I read it?
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Okay. I love this. I got it from another Y sister. Heavy is the crown, and yet she wears it as if it's a feather. There is strength in her heart, determination in her eyes, and the will to survive resides within her soul. She is you, a warrior, a champion, a fighter, a queen.
All right, all right. That has been another episode of the Beauti Haiku Show. We thank Ms. Guest Teresa Royal for dropping by our show tonight, and we thank her for giving us a little insight to why she enjoys makeup, why she feels it is something worth talking about. And you can always come back every week to the Beauti Haiku Show for another beauty party where we take over makeup, beauty, and the air, and we press and strive to show that makeup is here to stay. So thank you for tuning in to the Beauti Haiku Show. This has been your host, Beauti Haiku. Comment below on this episode. Follow us on Facebook, and we will choose a winner for that Beauti Swagg Bag. Let's continue partying for the rest of the night.
Hit the road with Tom Thumb, Albertsons, Chevron, and Texaco. Now through June 27th, earn 4 times gas reward points on items like Kraft Cheese, Oreos, Cheerios, Lay's Chips, Tide, and more. Look for tags and enter your phone number at checkout to earn points. Redeem rewards up to 20 cents off per gallon at participating Chevron or Texaco stations and $1 off per gallon at Tom Thumb stations. Up to 25 gallons in a single fill-up. Fuel your trip. Hashtag because summer fun. Other restrictions and exclusions apply. Go to tomthumb.com/rewards or albertsons.com/rewards for details.
Panera now delivers, so you can order good, clean food right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or apartment, or dorm, or castle, or shop, or worksite, or wherever. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between. Click the banner to order or visit PaneraBread.com. Participating locations only. Panera. Food as it should be.